And the lack of snow we've seen so far is saving the Trumbull County Engineer's Office some cash. It hasn't had to treat the roads like it had to last year. That means paying less overtime. Now this winter it's using new materials on the roads. He says that'll help with savings too. Here's Julie Bursick with more details.
Yeah, those soaring salt prices have the Trumbull County Engineer's Office using some other ways to go ahead and treat the roads. And it actually hasn't had to use much of them at all this year, but it has everything ready. There's more than enough salt at the Trumbull County Engineer's Office. Now filling this up wasn't cheap, so it didn't buy as much this year.
This year's salt actually came from ODOT's purchasing contract at $105 a ton, and the salt came from Venezuela. Last year it was $27.50 a ton from Morton's.
Brine is being used on the roads for the first time at a county level. It's used to pre-treat roads before a storm. This containment system is new too, and it's a quick transfer to trucks.
This is only 6 cents a gallon compared to $105 a ton for the salt we're buying.
A beet juice brine mix is also being used this year. It works in frigid temperatures, up to 30 below.
Therefore, we use less salt on the roads. We don't have to treat as often. It melts it quicker, and it melts it to a lot more temperatures.
Mahoning County Engineer's Office is also using beet juice, but hasn't had to use much so far, and it also hasn't had to pay a lot of overtime. Last winter was expensive.
That was a bigger concern of mine, was running out of money than it was material. There's plenty of material. You know, if we got to pay for it, we got to pay for it.
Back in Trumbull County, the highway superintendent says if it doesn't use most of its salt supply, it'll save it for next winter.
We'll have more money for road projects, culvert projects and stuff like that.
And the county hopes new materials will work out in the long run and they won't actually have to buy as much salt in the future. Now that containment system was built with ODNR oversight, and there's actually a liner around it, so if a spill happens, it will be contained. Dave?